Welcome back to 5 Out Podcast. I'm your host, Giuseppe, as usual. I'm with Nick. I'm with Cameron. And it feels good. I think we could all agree, everyone at this table, even Patrick, it feels good to be back.
He's not at the table.
We basically took, I know, that's why I said even Patrick. We basically took 2 weeks off. We had President's Week off, which was pretty nice. And we didn't get to record the week before that. Stuff was going on here at Farrell in the East Wing. So a lot of meetings going on, so we couldn't record. And then February break, so we just, we'll take the week off. Tough week for everyone, right? Right, fellas? A lot of busy break activities.
Oh, really?
I didn't really do anything.
You got
I mean, this kid went to Manhattan, which was
big shout. Pat, where'd you go? How'd you spend your President's break?
I went to Camelback.
That's very nice.
I'm
glad you shared
or you
that.
know what?
But
There's nice people. At
hey,
places.
you too.
Oh.
Not today.
Nice people, nice
Not
places.
today.
But I think it's time I introduce the segment. So today, we are 2 weeks late to this, actually 3 weeks by now. We're talking about the past Super Bowl, Chiefs versus Eagles. 40 to Chiefs, terrible game. Probably a lot of career lows from all those Chiefs players. And then we're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers departing from the Jets. Then we'll be going on to our NBA segment, talking about how all of our teams, the Nets, the Knicks, and the Raptors, are going to end up doing come April when, the season ends. And for Patrick's missed segment, we're going to be predicting or talking about who could perform next at Super Bowl 60, it is?
Yep.
Right, fellas? Super Bowl
San
60?
Francisco.
Fellas, am I on ball with that? Super Bowl 60?
You're on ball with that,
Call
bud.
us fellas one more time.
But
you're
no,
fella.
let's just swing right into it. Guys, we'll also be talking about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance. How do you guys think of the halftime performance? Just get that out the way.
I liked it. I think because it just had the meaning behind it. I think that's why a lot of older people didn't like it. Because I was at a Super Bowl party and they were all like, "What is this? What is he saying?"
Oh.
That's kind of mean,
And
It's
no,
your family.
no, it wasn't my family actually.
Oh, it was.
Ah, he gets
It was
pass.
my mom, dad,
That's
and then we went to a family friend's house.
Okay. All right. Well, what are your comments, though?
It was no, it wasn't bad. I think it could have been better. There were better Super Bowls because Rihanna's was better. The Weeknd's was better. They were all
The
better.
Weeknd's was better.
But
That's my favorite one from the past, 5 years.
Yeah.
He played good songs. I like the songs that he
I feel
played.
like some of the song choices could have been
Could have been a lot
Yeah.
better. He could have
They
done
didn't
more of
need
his
to-
mainstream
He did a lot
hits.
of his new album.
He did too much of his new album.
Yeah.
I feel like he
Well, he
could
was trying
have
to promote it.
3 or 4, but
Yeah.
he has bigger and better songs.
Squabble Up was that you definitely had to do that.
Yeah, Squabble Up, Luther I get because
That's really the
reps
only,
it with you, and then TV Off and Not Like Us if you count that as
Yeah.
the new
Yeah.
His new stuff.
His new
Yeah.
stuff.
But if he used a lot of people like Kendrick, Humble. I feel like that was a well received. It wasn't as rap in depth as his
Rap
other
caviar.
to pimp a butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City. Humble was more it could actually everyone could
My mom knows.
yeah they like a lot of
Yeah.
parents everyone likes Humble.
My mom
so he
became a Kendrick Lamar fan now.
because
Does he really?
very
Why?
opening if you start listening to Kendrick that's usually your that was my first album way back when
Was it?
How long is way back when?
3 years ago.
Back in my day.
I started with Damn.
Jamiroquai was the best band
They still are, but whatever. Well, I digress. I'll just give my 2 cents. I thought it was great. As a musical standpoint, it was great. But for the Super Bowl, it was terrible because unfortunately, no one wants to see that. As I think we could all agree, it did have a meaning. It was bigger than the music.
That's what Kendrick Lamar.
That's what,
usually is
and
about.
it wasn't for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. So musical, great performance musically, great. He did really good whatever rapping, but the actual music was good. I'm a fan of Kendrick, so that could be biased. But it wasn't made for the Super Bowl, so that's why I would take it away. So I understand why the NFL. Me and Pat were talking about this. The NFL regrets having Kendrick Lamar perform.
Yeah, that came out recently. They regretted him. I think mostly because of the backlash from the fans. A lot of people would have rather had Lil Wayne, who's from New Orleans,
Yeah.
perform there.
Because you would have actually put on a Super Bowl halftime show.
He would've,
Kendrick
yeah.
Lamar's wasn't really a show.
I also
I feel
think though.
he just used as a platform.
Yeah.
It was a platform.
Because
If-
you're
Yeah,
on the
to get his
biggest
message
stage,
across.
basically.
It wasn't
It felt like he was just trying to tell us a message.
the Weeknd was a great spectacle
Yeah, I hit the visuals and
of
that,
choreography.
With the that.
Choreography.
No, what I'm trying to say,
up, Pat.
the thing in my head is that the ones I guess.
Oh,
you
like,
call it
yeah,
the scene
yeah,
where
yeah.
he was in the mirrors.
Yeah.
That,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But no, when you're supposed to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, you're supposed to put on a show, a 15-minute show. People watching, really the only people that really loved it were Kendrick fans, like people who knew about Kendrick. The thing about the Super Bowl halftime show is everyone is supposed to have a mute like it. Like Rihanna was good for that. The Weeknd was good. Bruno Mars, people like that, like J-Lo and whoever else she did that 2021 halftime show with. Like everyone knows who they are. They're household names, and they make #1 like top Billboard hits. Like you can't have. I don't know.
Jamiroquai performing.
You can't have.
You can't.
No one knows who they are in America. Jerk. Trying to call me out, bro.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Red
taking
Hot
this
Chili
outside.
Peppers.
Nah, they'd actually. Do
I feel
pretty-
like
they
even
do a
though-
good
even though
job.
I don't like
They
them
do a
and
good
lot of
job.
people don't like them. They could put on a decent one.
They have like 6 big, like really record. Like they'll do.
I don't think they do better than Kendrick Lamar.
No, they wouldn't do better than anyone, but they could definitely
There'd be
do
more
it.
complaints about them than Kendrick Lamar.
No, definitely more. No, because people like their like. That's
No,
everyone.
old
That's
people-
They
everyone.
just know they're old people.
Yeah, they know who.
They just know who they
yeah.
are.
Like people didn't like Kendrick because
Old
they.
people and Giuseppe Balzano would like it.
They actually have some pretty young fans.
Yo, we're calling you school now in the podcast.
Yeah,
You're
that's
school.
that. Red Hot Chili Peppers is an unk band. I'm not gonna deny that. Like
Your uncle.
all their mega
Nice
hits,
school.
like their last mega hit was like 2006,
Yeah.
2005
They weren't
actually.
alive.
Danny California, but
Who's Danny?
Wasn't even an embryo. He wasn't even a zygote.
all right, bro.
Biology
Cam.
9 honors.
What did you think about the performance?
I mean, I think it was pretty good. I don't have much of an opinion on it, but
Oh.
it was listening to like a show.
Yeah.
Listen to a show.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know, it's good to listen to.
I like
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Samuel-
better. It's almost better when you're at home.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be that engaging of a performance if I was there. That's
Yeah.
also a factor.
That's what I like when it's like, what's it called? Like, I can't explain it, but like when you actually see something,
Yeah.
it's like interesting to you, not just
Yeah.
like, the words and stuff. But
Actually, I hate to correct Nick and Patrick. The Red Hot Chili Peppers already performed at the Super Bowl.
When did?
When?
20. They performed with Bruno Mars 2015. They performed "Give It Away."
Well, Bruno Mars was a lot. That was his Super Bowl song.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
they
but-
put them on. They weren't
The Red Hot Chili Peppers put on Bruno Mars.
probably. I don't know.
Are
I
you
mean,
serious?
Bruno Mars is 20. That's probably a main influence. You don't. Dude,
Was that his main influence?
they weren't. If you have him on the
Okay.
biggest stage in the whole world, of course, in America, of course, he's an influence. You think he's just friends with Anthony Kiedis like that?
Yeah.
He's
No,
not.
he's not.
Me, Bruno Mars,
Don't say
Anthony
that.
Kiedis, we hang out all the time.
All right. Well, I can't.
Talk
I
forever.
can't with you people. The actual game. Now, Patrick Mahomes had a career low. Really just did not show up at all, which when he really needed to. Pat soundboard that.
Where? What?
It's
what?
probably-
What?
I think.
Yeah, Pat's washed.
I'm not.
Oh.
Hey,
Eyes lost.
hey.
Oh, there we go. What are these soundboards?
Yeah, he got the commercial.
This
Yeah.
is the stock one.
All right, so Pat,
You gotta up. You gotta.
thank you,
I have
thank
to
you,
keep upgrading.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you,
What
Patrick.
is this?
You need to upgrade.
Mega wash right there.
Yo, I just got a job offer.
Yeah,
You getting a
on
job
the
before
pod,
Giuseppe Balzano?
on the pod.
On the podcast.
No,
the
it's
job.
like a spam message.
But
Oh yeah, I got those yesterday.
Did you know?
what I would like to
I
speak
did.
about is
good.
how Patrick Mahomes didn't show up at all. I'm gonna look. Does anyone know his like actual like official stat line?
Yeah, I'll search it up.
no, I got it.
You want TikTok?
Baby monkey. All right, I got it.
But no,
I
he
got it first, bro.
he didn't have a good game.
I got it first, bro.
At all. No,
Well,
neither did the
that's
Chiefs'
not
offense.
bad.
Travis Kelsey wasn't a target the whole game. So this actually isn't that bad of a game.
Yeah, I got it
But
first.
Patrick Mahomes had 257 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. By the way, these passing touchdowns were in the fourth quarter when the game was basically pretty much
watching?
over.
Yeah.
Bro, lock in.
My fault.
But no, he didn't have that good of a game. Now, on paper, it looks like a great game. But if you watch the game and you even look at the box score, quarter one, he had 17 passing yards. And then the second quarter, he had 16. And then
What is it?
My mom said.
All right, bro, you're on it, bro. We're restarting.
She sent me a picture. It says.
What? Just show it to me on the camera. I'll cut it.
What?
All right, this wasn't that funny.
Yeah,
This wasn't that funny.
lock in, bro. We have to reset now.
All right,
No, we don't.
restart the NFL. NFL
Just,
segment.
Just starting in from Patrick Mahomes,
what
'cause
were you
Nick was
just
already
talking about? Okay. Yeah.
So I'll start from when I'm finished. When I say all right, it's time to go back to the main game. We'll just start from there, all right?
Yeah, Nick, you're washed.
All right.
Wash.
3, 2, 1. So now actually talking about like the main actual event, not just talking about the halftime show. Chiefs, if anyone, we're 2 weeks late on this, it's typical 5-out fashion. Not even be 3. I know we're 2 weeks late to this, but it wasn't a great game. The Chiefs won. The Eagles won actually, 40-22. Not great from the Chiefs' standpoint. Terrible game. I mean, it was they basically got blown out. The Eagles gave them pity points. Mahomes had an absolute crap game. Yeah, I will say crap. I think he had 2 interceptions, but he only had 3 passing touchdowns, which were and he had two passing touchdowns, which was like the fourth quarter, the pity points. But Nick, what did you think about the actual game?
The actual game, I would have rather it be like a lot closer because I like closer Super Bowls, but it was fun to watch the Eagles like do what they do because it was really their defense that really stuck it to the Chiefs this game. The 2 interceptions, 1 getting returned to the house by Cooper DeJean. Their defense was very, very good. Even there was 6 sacks, I'm pretty sure, on Mahomes, which, first of all, what did you have in your shoe?
I don't know, something. It was like a paper. It was annoying.
But 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs O-line isn't that bad. A lot of people are saying that the Chiefs O-line is bad. I think the Eagles D-line is just that good because the rest of their defense, it's just super, super good. That's really the main reason that this Eagles team won this game. Sure, Jalen Hurts had a pretty good game. He did throw an interception, but Saquon Barkley, he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a rushing touchdown. He didn't have many rushing yards. It was really the Eagles' defense.
The offense of the Eagles definitely was in game. Obviously, Jalen Hurts. My player of the game was definitely Jalen Hurts, because he had a spectacle. Saquon Barkley. He didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have like a Saquon Barkley game-changing game that he had 3 touchdowns and he was doing backflips over the defenders. He had an okay
I don't
game.
think he ever did.
He did his job. So, but the Chiefs O-line, I would actually say had a pretty bad game. Because if the opponent is better than you, then you're having a bad game. Yeah, you're letting Patrick Mahomes, who's supposed to be literally the most protected quarterback in the NFL, get sacked 6 times. It's time to start, rinsing out.
It's time to. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're washed,
It's
bro.
time to.
You're washed, bro.
You need to leave.
Yeah, producer Pat,
You
everybody.
need to leave.
All right,
You're
we
washed.
actually have to get a good soundboard after this episode. You're all staying here, and we're getting a better soundboard.
Who is we?
All of you. Okay.
He has a he has
Cameron's
a doctor's
excused. You two are
Cameron's
staying with me.
doctor.
But back to the actual game. But no, the Chiefs had a terrible game. Patrick Mahomes might be actually his worst career game. Maybe not by the stats, but you're showing up in the biggest game. Yeah, definitely, Nick. You're showing.
The
It's the
2021 Super Bowl against the Bucks.
he played. Oh, that's true. They didn't even score.
Yeah, he did a lot worse.
No,
that
I
game.
feel like if the Eagles didn't give him the pity,
Well, no, he didn't. I don't think he threw an interception that game. I'm pretty sure.
he just had a slow offensive
Yeah.
game. But no, this is terrible. So I think this officially ends the GOAT debate for Tom. Even if there ever was one, Tom Brady is way better. There's going to be an infinite.
Well, I mean, it's a little silenced now, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes' career is definitely not over. So
No,
he could
it's
always,
far from over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
He's
feel
going
like
to be in the league until he's 40.
Yeah.
Tom
he's-
Brady.
if he's-
Tom Brady
you know.
doesn't have a lot of bad Super Bowl. Like Patrick. This is how old's Patrick Mahomes, Nick?
It's 29.
He's 29.
He's turning 29.
And he already has 2 bad Super Bowl losses,
Yeah,
but
but
total
three
shutdown.
good Super Bowl
if he
wins.
were to if he were to win every other Super Bowl he's in and have a great performance there, I feel like the GOAT debate could be revived. Then.
No, I feel like I'm not like Tom Brady is the greatest NFL player. I don't think we'll ever.
Some would say greatest athlete of all time.
No.
No,
No. He
we're
was a
giving
bad
it to
athlete.
Michael Phillips.
Good quarterback, bad athlete.
Michael Phillips, bro.
Michael
This-
Michael
Phelps.
Phelps.
Michael
This
Phelps,
episode's
bro.
never getting posted.
But back to what I was trying to say. Tom Brady is a great quarterback, and I'm not saying that nothing Mahomes will ever do will ever surpass Tom Brady, because obviously if Mahomes wins 8 Super Bowls in a row, I'm saying this showed the tail end of the Chiefs dynasty. Obviously they're going to be, maybe they'll still be competitive, but they got 3 more years of this
It was?
competitiveness. Because you saw them this season, they weren't that great.
Yeah, no.
They
this
were not-
was a very bad Super Bowl run for the Chiefs.
This wasn't that surprising. I actually didn't believe this, but my dad actually pointed out this result wasn't that surprising. The Chiefs were really a scrappy team. They're the worst, probably 1 loss, 2 loss, 1 loss this year.
Patrick Mahomes lost once, but then
No,
they
like
lost to
the
the
team.
Broncos.
So the 2 losses, probably the worst worst 2-loss team we've seen in the NFL.
Yeah,
Ever.
definitely.
They won these scrappy games, really just getting by field. I mean, the Carolina Panthers held them to 2 points. That's terrible. If
No,
you're
no.
They won by what, a field goal?
Yeah, yeah. They held
two 3 points. So really bad. Not a great, maybe whatever you could say. But if you actually watch the Chiefs, you could see they're slowing down. Mahomes, obviously great quarterback, slightly slowing down. Travis Kelce, all tight ends actually this year, but mainly Kelce, major.
Tight ends were good, pretty good. They were a lot better than last year.
Do you think he'll leave? If like the team
Kels?
is like no, not Travis Kelce.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
I don't see any.
It's like a world where he just leaves because like the
There might when he's like 35, I could see him like, because when his contract is up, I could see like, because his contract is, I'm pretty sure it's for another 5 years, but I can see when his contract is up, like him like talking to other teams.
Yeah.
I can't see that because he's been a Chief all his whole life, his whole career, and he hasn't
wanted
complained.
to get drafted by the Chiefs. So
He hasn't. I have never heard of unless worse comes to worse, and the Chiefs have a major decline. And how much longer does he have on his contract?
I said 5 more years.
5 more years?
I'm pretty sure.
So he's going to be 34, 33.
I feel like
35.
it's like similar to Giannis in a way. Cause
No,
like,
definitely. Like
he won a
Let me fact
championship,
check.
and now they're on like a decline. Like, basically, they're trying to help him, but they just can't.
I
And
feel like
I feel like with Patrick Mahomes, that could happen as well. Like they try and build like another dynasty, but it just like they can't get to it.
I feel like the NBA is a little different, Cameron, because
Yeah.
NBA teams really like to make super teams. Like you said, the Clippers do this. The Clippers did this. The Sixers. Now the Nets.
But that's been proved that it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but they still do it. Like the Brooklyn Nets did it.
Well,
and
that wasn't their fault. That
Oh.
was not their fault.
No, he's okay. So they restructured his contract in 2023. Originally in 2020, they signed him to a 10-year deal, but in 2023 they restructured his contract, and now his current deal ends in 2026.
Okay, so this is
So
a contract
he'll
year.
re-sign with the
This is a contract year for Mahomes. If the Chiefs have a terrible year this year, like first round exits,
I don't.
I feel like
I
they
could
don't-
see him
yeah,
definitely getting out of there because it's going to hurt his legacy so bad. You've never seen Brady do that. I'm sure if the Patriots had a terrible years when Brady was in his prime, because Mahomes is in his prime, he's in his.
But after a bad playoff like Super Bowl loss, and then it's also your contract year that just adds on to their like.
That hurts his
motivation.
legacy.
Yeah, but
But I'm saying like that could like motivate him to have like another like one of his best seasons because like this is a vital year in his career.
You say that a lot, but then things like that happen, and then people just go.
But I'm
you-
just saying
you-
like there's what's it called?
You
I wouldn't say evidence, but like you could see how he could like be extra motivated this season to just succeed.
The only athlete I've ever seen done that where his team had a bad playoff run and then he says, I'm going to come back and be even better, and he actually went through with it, is Kobe Bryant.
But it's also a contract. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to get some money.
Yeah, but the NFL doesn't pay. Like, Mahomes got a free contract. I think if the Chiefs have another bad year, the only team, I can't even see him on another team. Can you? Like, it's really hard to see him, or where would he even go?
you have to remember though that Brady went 3-2 in his first 5 Super Bowls too.
That's true. But he also has
Who was
7.
it?
But I can't really see Mahomes going on any other team. I mean, can you guys,
No.
I can't really see him play or sign for any other team. I mean, NFL, it's not like the NBA. Loyalty is a big factor in the NFL.
He really wanted to get drafted by the Chiefs.
That's
like,
true.
He had many conversations with
But
the
it's
Chiefs.
if the Chiefs continue on this, because they're going to decline next year. They're not going to have 2
Wait,
losses
sorry to
next
cut you
year.
off. Do you know that like the Chiefs head coach and then quarterbacks have to take this quiz before they get into the NFL, and like it would like I don't know why, but like Andy Reid wanted to give Mahomes like a quiz, like saying like let's see if like you're actually like a good fit for this team, and like the offensive coordinator called up Patrick Mahomes and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you all the answers," and he gave him all the answers.
That's a cute story.
I'm so serious.
How do you know?
Let's stick to the gridiron
Where'd
talk,
you get
though.
that from?
He said it on the podcast.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
I know knowledge.
like, yeah, I mean, even if the Chiefs are going to go on a decline, I hate to break it to you, the dynasty is officially, this is the end of it.
No, you
know-
don't know ball. No.
You know what though, Pep? I say in 3 years from now, in our senior year, if this podcast is still going, we will have maybe not a full episode, but a large segment of an episode dedicated to the GOAT debate, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. How about that? We'll see
Alright.
where we are.
And then we say in 3
We'll
years.
see where we are in 3 years.
Because the Chiefs dynasty, I hate to break it to you, Pep, but it's far from over.
Dude, who's their star wide receiver right now?
it doesn't
who's
matter.
their-
Patrick
who's their-
Mahomes is that good.
Who's their asset? No quarterback can just make the wide receivers better.
He can.
Their wide receiver.
Tom Brady did
His
it.
wide receivers
Tom
didn't
Brady
show.
did it.
Julian Edelman's a great wide receiver.
Yeah, he is.
He is. Well,
He
are
is.
you serious?
Julian Edelman is terrible.
This got so heated.
Look at his stats.
Julian
Look at his
Edelman's
stats.
terrible. The stats don't tell the full story,
He
Nick.
had the most mid-ever career. He had like 7,000 career yards. Wes Welker.
How many years did he
Wes
play? How
Welker
many years
was
did he
a
play?
nobody.
How many years did he play? How many years did he play?
How many years did he play? He played a couple. He won 3 Super Bowls with the Chiefs.
Oh,
not
wow.
the Chiefs, the Patriots.
Wow,
Wes
3.
Welker, he came up with the Dolphins. He was a nobody. He subbed in for kicker, and then Tom Brady brought him in, and he's an amazing wide receiver.
Julian
standing
Edelman's
at 5'5".
no one could do it alone, Nick. I mean, if you have a quarterback can't make his wide receivers better. Wide receivers can make the quarterback better.
What are you talking about? No.
All right, so if Patrick Mahomes threw to me every week for the Chiefs, do you think we'd win? Do you think they'd win?
You're
Do you think-
a 14-year-old boy. These are grown men who have been playing
Julian
football
Edelman's
their
a great
entire-
wide receiver. I'm confused.
No, he's not.
I'm confused.
He
I'm
was
very
so
confused.
mid. He
Go
was
on
a-
Football Reference right now.
Football Reference right now.
I'm astonished.
I'm confused.
All right, but who do the Chiefs have then? Still, who do the Chiefs have?
Okay,
Because
they
if you
have-
have average wide receivers, maybe it's like LeBron.
They have
Cameron.
Hollywood Brown. They have Juju. Those are
Juju's terrible. Juju's terrible. If you want to talk about bad receivers, Juju Smith-Schuster sucks.
Juju. Okay, you're going off the deep end.
Juju Smith-Schuster's not a good
he's
wide
not
receiver.
Amazing,
He's
but he's
bounced around the
above
league
average.
for 5 years now.
He's above average.
He's below average, Nick.
They have DeAndre.
How come he couldn't stick
DeAndre
with the
Hopkins,
team for more
old
than
man,
4
yeah,
years?
he's unk, but like he's not
Yeah,
terrible.
he's a one-season wonder. He had 1 good year with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think they heard you, bro.
Yeah, that's enough.
It got
No, you're.
so heated.
I don't even know how to
God.
spell his stupid name.
Can
Julian
someone
Edelman.
say
So I think
Julian
I'm
Edelman?
not washed at this album.
Oh yeah,
He played for 11 seasons.
Oh, yeah, 11
and he
year
has
career.
7,000 yards. That is terrible.
How many? Let me
Status right there.
see.
Oh no. He has 6,800.
68. That's 7,000. You
And
round
36
up. When you're
touchdowns.
debating yards, you round up. When you're debating stuff like that, you round. Let me see.
Okay, 7,000 yards.
He tore. First of all, he tore his ACL the last 3 years of his career.
Okay.
But he was solid, Nick. I mean, 1,000. He had 1,000. Two 1,000. 3 1,000-yard seasons. I mean,
you want,
is
you,
that
you want
terrible?
to see? You want to see?
Is that terrible? 3 1,000. He's not a terrible. You're acting like
He didn't have a good season until 2013. Then he dipped off. Then he had a good season in 2016.
First of all-
and then he has another good season in 2019. And good seasons is an overstatement. He had 1,000 yards. That is
That's
not that
solid.
good.
That's solid. He's
That's
serviceable.
solid?
He's a
He's playing with
serviceable
Tom
wide
Brady.
receiver.
He's
He's a
playing with
serviceable
Tom
wide,
Brady.
and he got the job done.
He played with Brady.
First of all, I don't like
bleep me out.
I don't like how you said he had a slow start to his career.
Because he had 86 yards in his second season. What do you mean he didn't
First
have
of
a slow
all,
start?
how old was he? He was a baby.
he was
NFL
a
Rookie of the
baby.
Years. NFL Rookie of the Rookies. They don't really go to the
He
stardom.
wasn't a rookie.
Whatever in their
Sophomore
first
season.
Sophomore season, that's what's called a sophomore slump. But NFL, it's not like
Oh,
the
yeah,
NBA.
sophomore slump,
when you could
86
draft
yards.
when you could draft a guy like LeBron James and he'll average 20 points a game
What
in
does
his first
LeBron
year.
have to do
I'm
with
just
it?
giving you an example. I mean, players start slow in their careers. I'm not saying Julian Edelman's a Hall of Famer because by no means he
By
is not.
no means.
But first of all, stats don't tell the full story.
Okay,
Because
but
there's a reason. There's a reason. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest NFL player of all time.
Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, Tom Brady. I'm talking about Tom Brady. Even Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes doesn't like Juju and say Juju's underperforming, the Chiefs are just going to trade him away. I mean, clearly he was
Exactly.
good enough to stick on a roster
No,
for
they-
11 years. He was serviceable, Nick. Absolutely serviceable.
You want
and
to
he's
know why?
solid.
You want to know why? He was buddy with Tom Brady and Gronk. He
Clearly
was
they
not
had
that
good chemistry. Clearly they had good
Yeah,
chemistry.
they had good chemistry.
And
the
then
guy
they put-
made
they-
one catch in a Super Bowl against the Falcons,
catch.
and then that made it the rest of his career.
How many
He did
Super Bowls?
nothing.
How many Super Bowls does he have?
What do you mean? 3. He played with Tom Brady.
3-time Super Bowl champion. So I don't understand.
That doesn't count
I
at
don't
all.
understand
That
where
does
this
not
slander's
count
coming
at
from. He
all.
was the wide receiver one. I'm confused.
He had a mid-career. He had a
Mid-career. Okay.
Mid-career.
Okay. 3
He had
Super Bowls.
6,000 yards.
Three
He had
Super
7,000
Bowl.
yards.
3 Super Bowls, 7,000 yards,
played
11
with
years
Tom
is mid.
Brady.
How did he stand in NFL? NFL rosters are huge, by the way.
He
They're
was
40.
Okay, he was above average, but he had a mid-career. You can't say that.
How can you be above average and mid at the same time? Explain that to me right
He was an
now.
above-average player. He had
Exactly.
7,000 yards over 11
First of all, he
seasons.
tore his ACL.
I don't-
Tom
Okay,
Brady
3
didn't do it
seasons.
alone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Tom Brady, you go to Julian Edelman's mid. They worked well together.
was.
Julian Edelman was serviceable, Nick.
Okay.
So who does Mahomes have coming into next year? Because Juju's terrible. If you're gonna just if Edelman's a bum, then what is Juju, Nick?
I didn't say he's a bum.
If Edelman's mid, then what's Juju? Juju's terrible.
He's not. He's not terrible. He plays with Patrick Mahomes. That's my point. Anyone who plays with these amazing quarterbacks, the quarterback
Then where's
makes the
Kadarius
receiver
Toney?
better.
Then where's Kadarius Toney, Nick?
You can't put Kadarius Toney into this.
If
He just got arrested for strangling a woman.
If quarterbacks really make the player better, then how come Kadarius Toney dropped like 3 passes or major
Kadarius
spotlight
Toney,
passes?
Super Bowl winner. Where's your argument about that? Oh,
Yeah, but-
Julian Edelman, 3-time Super Bowl winner. Kadarius Toney, Super Bowl winner.
But he got carried by Patrick Mahomes, Nick.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, but Julian Edelman doesn't get carried. He was a vital part to the Patriots offense, Nick.
Okay, you want to say this? Kadarius Toney was the wide receiver 1 for the Chiefs at a point.
Exactly. And how many? They only won 1? Julian Edelman won 3.
That doesn't. It was Thomas. I don't know his
Exactly.
real name. Brady.
How many reels can I make out of this?
I mean, Julian Edelman, I forgot. Maybe what I said was wrong. Quarterbacks maybe do have a little influence on the wide receivers.
A
But
lot.
what you said is completely blown out of proportion with Julian Edelman's a bum, is average.
I didn't say he's.
Julian Edelman
he's
was
average.
incredibly.
As viewers of 5 Out, I just want to take a second now. I just want to let you know, like, please follow the 5 Out Instagram. We're doing great work over there. When the episodes are posted, there's reels. Yeah. Thank you for that. I'm gonna make some reels on this. Trust me. Now back to your regular scheduled 5 Out. Thank you.
You're an idiot.
All right. Maybe what I said was far fetched. Let's go back to the main problem: the Kansas City Chiefs offense.
Yeah, we got a little bit off.
Their next year's offense is going to be who's their roster for next year?
Well, Travis Kelce did say he doesn't
First
know
of
if he's
all,
retiring.
also Travis Kelce didn't have a good year,
He
and
did
he's
not.
he's 37.
I think he had like
He's old now.
He had like 800 yards. I think it was paired with like 5 touchdowns. It really wasn't that good.
Yeah, but even if that he's old
He had a
now, his
stinker
body,
Super Bowl.
it's completely stinker Super
He
Bowl.
cannot block.
No, he can't. He's
He can't
an
block
offense
anymore.
only tight
That's
end.
something. If you watch Travis Kelce's tapes, he's not a good blocker anymore. He doesn't. He can't block anymore. If you're a tight end, you need to know how to block. Rob Gronkowski, in my opinion, greatest tight end of all time. Great blocker.
Yeah.
People want to say Travis Kelce, greatest tight end of all time. He cannot
can't play-
block.
he can't play
Gronk was
the-
blocking until the last game of his career.
He can't play the defensive side of offense.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Chiefs, I feel like this is the tail end of the dynasty. I mean, that's a very demoralizing loss, especially with all now. Like the Chiefs, that was what their second Super Bowl with Mahomes, third
Like loss.
for like appearance with Mahomes,
That was their 5th.
fifth with no against the Bucks.
What are you talking about?
Kansas City Chiefs first
Against
time-
the Eagles?
No, against the Buccaneers, Nick. Open your ears.
Where
Bro,
did
you
this
never
come
said
from? They
that.
had
You
one.
never said
They had
that.
one Super Bowl appearance against the Bucks.
Yeah, I was talking about the Chiefs. Like, what was their what Super Bowl was that for them?
Oh, that was a.
Like appearance for them, like third,
Oh, that was their second.
second. So there's the spotlight. The Chiefs weren't known as this
Oh,
mega
my.
dynasty. Like the spotlight wasn't on them. This is incredibly demoralizing. I mean, the Chiefs are the most famous team in America right now, and you have
I think the Lakers are.
no. Cameron, shut up.
He's angry.
I'm angry.
He's trying to contribute here.
He's mad
I'm
about Julian
kidding, I'm
Edelman
kidding,
right
I'm
now.
kidding.
It's his first time living too.
No, but
I bet you didn't know Julian
Swift.
Edelman was a Dolphin.
Yeah, I think he got drafted by them.
No, you didn't get
He
drafted.
was a practice squad player for them. Whatever.
He was probably angry he got traded to the Patriots or got signed there. Imagine getting drafted in Miami, saying like, "Oh, I get to play in Miami. You have to play in what's it called?
New
New
England.
Hampshire,
Boston.
Boston.
But
That
that's
sucks.
incredible. I know. Imagine the cold
I know.
living in Boston.
Yeah, Jimmy got lucky, bro. He got traded to the Warriors.
I know, but he's gonna have to pay a lot in taxes. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
I don't
Okay,
know where to live,
But
though.
the Chiefs are like the most famous team in America, and they got blown out. They didn't just lose; they got incredibly blown out. So that's my spiel. Cameron, I feel like you haven't said a word
Oh, yeah,
today.
I forgot because.
What's
you
your
guys
what's your
know.
little what's your spiel about the game, the actual game?
All I gotta say is I got it right. And you guys got it wrong.
That's true.
So
We didn't release that
I
episode.
know
no.
more ball.
Yeah, Cameron's
Why?
actually a mega ball knower.
Yeah, just so you know, the episode's not getting posted, but Pep did think that the Chiefs were going to win. So
Shut
that's
it up.
all.
Yeah. Wait,
That's
who
all,
else? Who else said the Chiefs were
that's all-
going
that's
to
all
win?
We had our special. Oh, we're never gonna get. Oh, we had a special guest on, Luke, who was our actual former cameraman.
We gotta. Before we have any other guests, we should probably try to have him back on.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
Cam, you did get it right. But like, what do you think of the actual performances?
I mean, of course, you won a close game, so that was a little disappointing for it not to be. But I thought it was pretty interesting, just to see the Eagles win the game, win the Super Bowl. My favorite play was probably like the pick six by Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean.
Nice pick six.
Serviceable
Yeah.
pick six.
Very good player. He's very
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good. Game,
Nickelback.
I'd say.
Very good.
What about Nickelback?
Nickelback. What you know about Nickelback, bro?
That's a position.
Oh,
The Nickelback? That's like a
The
six.
nickel.
That's a 6 minute. That's like
What's
Are you?
that's the corner, no?
No ball knowledge.
That's
No,
the corner.
A nickel is between the linebacker and the corner.
All right. What's
Oh,
a,
yeah.
What's a forward center then?
What's a forward center,
duh.
Pep? What's a forward center, Pep?
They alternate. Like Tim. You know who Tim Duncan is?
Yes.
That's a perfect example.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know.
This kid's testing my ball knowledge.
I only watch the NFL so much. I didn't really know much.
Well,
about
Nick
Cooper
actually
DeJean.
plays. Nick's actually played defense.
No,
like
no,
that.
that's not what I'm talking about. I didn't know much about Cooper DeJean.
Wow.
I was a
until
Nickelback.
until I watched
What
the
are you
Super Bowl.
on?
Because I don't watch like every NFL game. I only watch the ones that really interest me.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't know much about him.
Super Bowl.
I like him. I followed the
No,
Cooper
he-
DeJean worshiper page on Instagram. Just
What are you talking
Add it to my collection. It's with Drake May now. Him and Drake May are like.
Yeah, Pat loves Drake, man.
I love Drake May.
You're a Jet fan,
I don't care.
and you love.
He could
a
have
Patriot.
favorites.
I could
He
have-
could have favorites.
No, he's not allowed to
Yeah,
if they're on the
favorite.
Patriots.
But I think we've talked everyone's ears out and yelled and made everyone's ears bleed with our riveting takes about the Super Bowl. But I think it's time we talk about Aaron Rodgers leaving the New York Jets. Fellas,
Technically, the Jets.
mutual agreement, mutual termination.
Well, no,
of
the
contract.
the Jets informed Aaron Rodgers, say, "Hey, we're moving on for you." Aaron Glenn basically said, "Hey, now you're gone."
And
Good.
I respect it.
I
I want you to talk about it because
It was-
I'm gonna have a.
very, very, very good decision, and I'm going to tell you why. Many Jets fans are on record right now saying, "Oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose so many more games next season. Like, I don't know why we didn't just keep him. Who's going to be our quarterback? If you cutting him now, you guys have it's like $49 million in cap space. You guys are losing. Okay, next season it would have been $70 million. It's better to cut him now. Plus, you're acting like the guy won you 11 games. The guy won you 5 games last season. 5 games that weren't even that good of games. Titans, they beat the Titans. Had a terrible first quarter. I mean, first half, it wasn't that good. Patriots, that was a good game.
They played the Patriots twice that season, right?
They
Yeah,
always play
last
the
season
Patriots.
you play your division or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play the Patriots the first time. They beat them. Good game. And then who did they beat? I don't even remember. Oh, they beat the Texans. That was a good game
Did
too.
they also almost beat the Seahawks, but then like they sold it.
Yeah. They were trying to come back, but it was just
Yeah.
he just didn't convert on 4th and long. But then beat the Jaguars, wasn't even a good game, meaningless game for you to win. And then they beat the Dolphins, meaningless game again. But you're acting like you won you 11 games. The guy won you 5 games last season. So it doesn't matter if you're like, oh, he's going to lose us so many more games. It's just not going to be it's going to be the same thing as last season. It's better for you guys to suck now because this isn't a good quarterback draft class. You've got Cam Ward up here, and you've got Shedeur down here.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the only quarterbacks that I think are going to be good in this league that are in this draft class.
And the Jets don't have a chance again, either one of them.
Yeah, the Jets are picking at
10 or 11. We're not top
no,
10.
they're picking at like 7.
7? Oh,
Yeah, they're picking at like
we were
7.
10 last year.
Yeah, you guys were 10 last year. No, you guys were 11 last year. But yeah, so Aaron Glenn, he's trying to bring some new culture into the Jets. I think Aaron Glenn's plan is just to like suck for this season, which serviceable, draft a quarterback next season. Or many talks about Justin Fields coming to the Jets, playing for the Jets.
I don't like that.
You don't like that? Why not?
If
You're not a
he
big
didn't
Justin
didn't do anything for the Bears, what is he going to do for the Jets?
He wasn't too bad for the Bears.
Yeah, but
the
where do you
Bears
take
just
him?
never had good coaching or any pieces.
We don't have that either.
He did good with the Steelers. He led them
It's
to a
serviceable,
4-2 record.
but he had assets. We don't have assets.
You
Well, we have Garrett Wilson.
Well, I have like a whole like thing that I think the Jets should draft. I don't think they should draft defense. This draft.
Our
I think-
defense is fine.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good tight ends this draft class, and the Jets have no tight ends.
Tyler Conklin. Wow, you're kicking him to the curb.
He's not that good.
I know.
Good pass catching tight ends. If you want a pass catching tight end, but they can also block, so that's good. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers leaving the Jets. I think it was the right move. What do you think?
I couldn't agree with you more. Definitely the right move. Aaron Rodgers is probably one of the worse than the Michael Vick signing. I mean, what did
Definitely.
what did he do to us besides get injured and win 5 games? I mean, and collect $80 million from us. Steal $80 million. He didn't even work. He didn't work a day. I don't think he's. I think I've done more for the Jets than
You've done nothing.
Aaron Rodgers has
You've done nothing.
What has Giuseppe?
Because
What have you
the
done?
only thing Aaron Rodgers did for the Jets was bring false hype and false hope from the fans, and he would show up courtside to next playoff
Oh,
games,
yeah.
You know
go
what?
to Ranger games.
He might
you know,
have done something for some future Jets because he taught them that the NFL money is not for
Save some
everyone.
money.
Oh yeah, save your money.
but he brought
Big locker room cancer too.
He big locker room.
Mike
cancer.
Williams, you know who that is?
Yes.
The wide receiver.
Yes.
Said Aaron Rodgers would throw him under the bus all the time.
Oh, I bet he would. I mean, rightfully so. He's Aaron Rodgers. I'll give him that. But still, if you're supposed to be the veteran, you're supposed to be a leader. You're not Tom Brady. If Tom Brady was a locker room cancer, which he wasn't, I'd be like, all right, he's Tom Brady. Maybe he could throw you under the bus. You're like not barely top 5 in my opinion.
I have a top 10 quarterback of all time.
We'll get to
He's-
that later.
He's top 5,
But
but he's 5.
he's fringe.
Yeah.
So he's like
He's
either
fringe.
5 or 6.
He's 5.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, Aaron Rodgers, he didn't do much for us. He didn't even play that good for us when he was a lot active. And maybe, he had these, but he actually did nothing for us. And I don't like
didn't
how
do
we gave
much,
him a
no.
big thank you post on Twitter. What did he do besides put on a headset during preseason games? He didn't even teach that. He didn't teach anyone. Our plan was to develop the quarterbacks from behind him when we had Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson went by, so just a lot of mixed. I'm happy
Still
we
don't
got
know
rid of
why
him.
they did that. Still don't know why they traded away Zach Wilson if you're going to bring back Aaron Rodgers.
Where is he
Yeah.
now?
He's
Zach
with the
Wilson,
Broncos.
Broncos. He's the backup.
Oh, yeah.
But Cam, what do you think about the Jets parting ways with
I think
A-Rod?
It's a good idea,
Definitely.
Get him off the team, start a new direction.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to do anything for you next season, really, except for bringing you a couple wins.
So-
there's no point in doing that. It's you want to get to that new direction of your team as possible.
Yeah.
Not what's it called, being too patient.
So I mean, I know the Jets rebuild has been going on for years and years now, but is this really gonna it's in full force now? Like they're gonna start rebuilding?
I'm
Because-
definitely
yeah.
we're gonna.
That's why they got
I mean,
rid of Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not gonna turn on the TV until week 8,
Are you?
I doubt that.
right, fellas?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
All right.
You'll be you'll be sitting there with popcorn week 1. Trust me.
No one got it. No one
You'll
got
have
it.
your feet
Crisscross-
kicked up.
No, you'll be sitting crisscross applesauce on the couch.
Low key, college football is better than the NFL
No.
because my team's decent.
That's why.
Who's your team?
What's your team?
The Gators, even though we're not that
There's
good.
better teams
Yeah.
in Florida than the Gators. So.
I know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
but
not about supporting the best team.
a lot of
Maybe the
Staten
team that makes you
Islanders
happy.
are
Well, then
Gators
why?
fans.
Okay. What? Okay.
My family's a Gators fan.
I like collegiate sports way better than the pros.
No.
Why
Had
do you
to
have
be
to say
safe.
Why are you trying to be
collegiate?
different?
Had to be said.
Say college, bro.
Had to be
Just
said.
say college.
Why you gotta be different?
I even like low-key. I like D3 basketball. than more than NBA.
Chili Peppers and I like college
Dude, I don't think you realize how popular they have like
no.
40 million monthly listeners. I'm not being any different than you are from listening to Tyler the Creator and MF Doom.
I don't even listen to MF Doom anymore. Oh.
All right. Anyways, I think Pat, do you have any final comments on Aaron Rodgers before we switch to the NBA segment?
No.
Well, with your thing, you said like, oh, the Aaron Rodgers is the rebuild in full effect. That's why they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, because they're saying now, why would we keep you for another year if we're rebuilding anyways, and you're not going to be here long term, and you could just waste more of our money, or we just get rid of you, be just
We have a
as
lot
bad.
of cap space now, so we
Yeah.
could get like
What do you
a.
think he's going to sign?
He's retiring. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
it.
don't
Maybe
know.
he'll.
Well, no, they said the Colts,
If he signs, he's
the
not
Steelers
playing.
and the Vikings
He's gonna be.
were all-
He's
Yeah,
gonna be a
I think
backup.
I heard the Steelers too. He might.
Steelers. The Steelers, that's a segment for another day, but the Steelers don't want Russell Wilson or Justin Fields.
Yeah,
they were
so-
looking at Daniel Jones. They're looking at Aaron Rodgers.
Daniel Jones.
Again, I don't love that Daniel. Why?
No,
Why do
I
you
don't
want
love it
that?
either.
Why do you? I mean, he needs it.
Well, no, big guy. I think he could do good in the right system. They said he's been doing good in the Minnesota system, but
Do you
I
know
don't
that he's doing good? Or are
Yeah,
they
but
saying
Tim,
No,
Sam
they said
Darn-
he's been doing pretty good.
I mean, I don't
Minnesota
know.
has a good quarterback system.
Yeah, but he's playing in the. Yeah, so they made Kirk Cousins look decent.
They got Kirk Cousins a $200 million contract for the Falcons,
That's true. Big Kirko.
and now he's looking for a job. Kirk will change.
Did they cut him or something?
He's still on the team, but he's benched.
Okay, yeah.
Trade on the
Didn't
trading
they
block.
bench him, like last 3 weeks or something? Like
Yeah.
3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks?
Yeah,
They
they
started
put
Michael
in
Penix.
Michael Penix Jr.
I like Penix.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
chill.
he's
He's
pretty
tight.
good.
Me and him are tight.
Left-handed quarterback.
You are not tight with.
You're not tight with Michael Penix
You're not
Jr.
tight with anyone.
All right, I think we're done with the NFL. All right, any last comments?
No.
All right, but I think what I really want to talk about is where do we see like our. So if anyone didn't know, Nick is a Toronto Raptors fan.
Why'd you make that noise?
Living in New York City.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
They have a decent future.
As long as you're on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's easier to watch, and they have a decent future. I'll give them
Really,
that.
I'm a Nuggets fan. Yeah, look at you rub your face, bro.
But he's a Raptors fan, so we're gonna be talking about where are like our NBA teams, like the Knicks. By the way, Cameron's Nets. I'm Knicks. Knicks a Raptors fan. Patrick's a Sacramento Kings super fan.
No, I really.
He actually, he
I
actually
don't
called
like
me
the NBA.
and he cried when they traded away De'Aaron Fox. I'm like, bro, it's all right.
I don't know who any.
I don't think this
I don't know who
happened.
that even is.
What fan are you, Patrick?
I don't like. The
He doesn't
NBA.
watch the
I just
NBA.
don't like the NBA. It's just not like Okay, I'm gonna go off on like a minute long rant. This is
Right.
the reason why I don't like
Go
the
for
NBA.
it. Go for it.
It's because like I understand maybe even just going to watch
Go,
a
girl.
whole game like for the experience, sure. But like scoring is very frequent in the NBA. That's my huge problem with it. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Sports like even football, like it's less frequent. Hockey, even soccer, like it's a big moment when someone
Yeah.
scores points for their team. In NBA, it's like every other
Yeah.
play. I know there's instances where that doesn't happen, but like it's very frequent, and I feel like the game probably drags like for a good amount of it. The fourth quarter, I understand being like very entertaining.
Yeah.
But like I'm not gonna sit there and watch 3/4 of a game I don't want to see just for the fourth quarter to maybe be interesting.
Well, that's why I used to not like the NBA because I didn't like it for that aspect, and I didn't like it because I was like, you could take like a good amount of games off, just like lose a bunch of games and still be in contention to make the playoffs. The NFL, I still am a big NFL fan, but I was like the same fan like a year ago, and I was like, oh, like NFL, you lose like 2 games in a row, and all of a sudden like you're at risk of not making the playoffs. So it was kind of the same for me.
All right, well,
One thing I have with that is if the NBA, if they don't score, no one's gonna watch.
Yeah.
Like if it takes
Yeah.
5 minutes to score, then like no one's gonna watch it because they want
Yeah.
to see people score.
Yeah.
So I understand like what you're saying.
It's just
but-
the way the sport is, because like
Yeah.
how are they not gonna score if it's like
It
the
kind
way-
of
yeah,
built
the way
up
the,
that
the way
reputation.
the game's set up, you
Yeah.
kind of have to score.
Yeah,
Let me setting up an ice.
a lot of, or else no one's gonna watch it.
it's just a me problem. I understand people really like
It's not a problem, but you know.
Sounds like
it's
a
what you
YP.
Like, so.
What is
But,
a
you problem.
Yeah, it is a me
But
problem.
anyways, Cameron, where do you see like so the Nets actually didn't do too bad. They're not doing terrible. Like I thought they would be a 17-win program, a team.
I wish, bro.
But what do you feel? I mean, they're a play-in, basically fighting for the play-in. Now they got D'Lo. So what do you think about it all?
It started in the offseason, honestly, when we signed Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah.
He was such a good coach, which is like, you like it, but at the same time, he's helping you win meaningless games, which is going to get you nowhere this season. So it's like, I wish we would just like fully commit to the tank, traded Cam Johnson. But, you know, since that didn't happen, I was like, all right, it's whatever. We're still the 12th seed. We're now the 11th. I just feel like they're not gonna be able to get like a top 5 pick this draft.
No.
So it's like you're just the only thing they're hoping for right now is to just get like a free agent.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to attract, a free agent to
Yeah.
your team. Which it's like I don't understand why they want to do that. Like,
Yes.
you traded for your picks just to try and win basketball games, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they're half a game away from the 10 seed, so I don't know. I just don't like how they're going right now. I mean, it's a fun to watch, you know, because they're good at defense.
Yeah.
But I just wish they just tank for at least a year, trying the top 5 pick. Because it's his most stacked draft
Yeah, definitely.
in like a couple years. 'Cause
Yeah, definitely since
Victor's draft
2020.
was just really just him.
Yeah, definitely since like 2020 when Barrett, John Morant, they all went
Yeah.
in the same round. LaMelo Ball.
Because I have a feeling they will make that 10 seed. The Bulls get worse. They're on a 6-game losing
Yeah.
streak.
The Hawks are definitely
Hawks-
a big 9-seeder. They're not moving.
Nah, so I feel like at best will be the 10 seed, at worst 12 seed. I hope that happens, but I don't know if it is. Because Philly might shut down Embiid.
Yeah.
And the Bulls are trying to tank, so.
Yeah. But I think what Jordy Fernandez did was he didn't really look at it as, or maybe he did look at it as a rebuild, but he probably realized he's a from what I'm watching on Yes, he's a decent coach. I mean, he makes these guys look way better than they actually are. A really gritty team. They play just like Farrell, actually. Just a little less.
No.
But like, really gritty, great. I mean, they're still a 20-win team, but decent defense.
Well, yeah, but one reason too that is Nick Claxton. He wasn't
Yeah.
playing like himself in the beginning of the season, and now he's playing like he was with Kevin and Kyrie Irving
Yeah.
as a all defensive type guy, and everyone else is just clicking on defense and then scoring in transition off of whatever turnovers. So it really all starts with the defense.
Yeah.
But it's just like the one thing is once we're fully healthy, when we have D'Lo and Cam back, then we're gonna have offense as well. So I feel like it's just gonna be hard to lose games for the rest of the season in a way where you're gonna get an actual like meaningful pick.
Yeah,
So I feel like the only thing you can really hope for is the Bucks like just don't play
just
as
incredible
well.
fall off.
They get like into the play-in, which I feel like could happen.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's just you're just getting
Who
like
take
a
the
bunch of
photos
role
off?
players. I won't say role players. Like you'll get a pretty good player as like a top 10 pick, but other than that, you're not getting much out of this draft.
yeah, but
Like, as in like
yeah,
a
as your pick.
homegrown star. Like
Yeah.
because there's a lot of good players that go in the 20s and the 30s, but they're not going to help you win a championship as
No.
like your best player.
Yeah, but no, the Nets are doing serviceable, and I guess he's trying to win now. I wouldn't even mind that. I mean, that he's skipping the whole tanking process, and he's trying to, build a reputation for the Nets, and then maybe pick up basically what Thibs did. Like Thibs didn't really tank at all. He
Yeah,
got a
but-
bad roster, and him and Leon, the GM, Leon Rose, and the GM, they worked together, and they picked up guys, and they made some trades, and they're great now. They're the 3 seed.
Yeah, this was probably like the worst year to pick up Jordy.
I know.
Honestly. Because if we had Jock Vaughn, we would win 5 games this season.
Yeah, you guys would be the
Jock
worse than the
Vaughn was
2014-15
terrible,
Knicks.
bro. Like, he in his press conferences like just did not care. Or
Yeah.
He just said the most meaningless answers ever. Like, if we signed him next season after our pick, I'd have been so happy. But
Yeah.
it'll be entertaining to say the least. Just to watch for this season,
Yeah,
see what they do. So honestly, I'm hoping for a win every time because even if we are the 12 seed, it's not going to change much. So I basically just want to see them win.
Yeah,
and
'cause-
maybe make the plan, and then you can watch that.
Yeah, it's always fun seeing your. Like I remember when the Knicks were in the playoffs. It was against the Hawks. It was my first time watching my team in the playoffs. That was so fun. Even though we were first round exits, that was incredible.
Yeah.
A nice experience. Even though we did get bumped by Trey Young, which I'm not happy about. So me and him had personal beef like that.
You know him like IRL.
Yeah, it's sad. We were good
Sorry.
friends.
You were good friends.
Well, you were. Oh, you were good friends.
But no, but
Friends turn
Cam, is that
enemies.
all you have to say
Frenemies,
about the Nets?
Some would say.
No, it's not the same.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
So,
I don't have anything else to it.
I'll shift
Gotta
to my
brush
New
up on
York
my lingo.
Knicks.
You do.
Yeah, you guys suck at lingo. I'm pretty good at it though.
Show me some of your lingo.
Spit off some lingo.
You know, Mitchell Robinson being injured is like a storm in a teacup.
What are you talking
That's
about?
it.
I'll mute me, bro.
Okay, who's gonna play
I
in
won.
April?
Thank you.
There we go. There's
Storm
no
in a
more
team
There's
cup.
no more storms and teacups anymore. It's enough of that.
Lightning in a bottle.
Oh.
Ooh.
See, he knows his lingo.
See, I know my
you just-
lingo.
You just suck.
Storm in a teacup's 10 times.
No.
Get out of my mic. This is my mic.
But
have your
I'll actually talk about the Knicks now. The New York Knicks, we haven't beat. I'll just give it to you guys straight. The New York Knicks
Give it to
haven't
me
beat
straight.
a team that's top 5 or top 3 actually ever this whole season. We're
Yeah, they
0-6.
really do shut down.
First of all, buddy.
Oh no!
Shut
It's
up.
over.
Ooh, he didn't like that.
I did not like that.
You can't lie though.
We did great again. No, I'm
They,
not
like,
going to be
shut.
biased. We did shut down against the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Thunder, which is not good. And
Wow, they're
those
the best teams in the NBA.
Best
I
teams
know.
in the NBA.
And those are the guys that we're going to have to face. We're definitely going to face
Playoffs.
the Cavs and the Celtics in the playoffs. The Thunder's like an iffy, but let's say we somehow surpass the Cavs and the Celtics,
Not happening.
which I know, I'm just saying. Imagine, like,
Maybe the Cavs.
dude, shut up.
What did I do?
6
Dude.
first round picks. Oh my god.
I know.
I don't know. I didn't interrupt Cameron like this, so I don't know why they
for
did.
Jimmy Butler. or
No, we would not
something.
want Jimmy Butler.
You would
But no,
rather have
even if we
Jimmy
beat the
Butler.
Cavs and the Celtics, we'd still get clobbered by the Thunder. So
Clobbered.
I'm not going to call anything
words.
now.
They still have
But
holes.
maybe I will say this: we don't have any big aerial. We don't have a big threat in defense. And you know who we're missing? Mitchell Robinson.
Who's gonna play in maybe April for 5 games?
No, he's coming back this week.
They said he was coming back in January. And it's,
No.
it's almost March.
You're not following the Knicks properly. He said he was going to come back to practices, light practice in January, then return to full contact early February, and he's going to return late
It
February.
takes you 2
What
months.
is full contact?
First of all, like he
bro.
could play like he could practice normally. He can't
They're
play though.
preparing him just to get injured again.
Dude, we have.
It's-
Keep going.
No, it's just like every time he comes back, he's like they wait.
He's
so
great when he
long.
comes
And
back,
so then
though.
When he's healthy again, he plays really good and just
They're
gets
fighting.
injured again.
Yeah, but he's great when he's healthy. And unfortunately, with maybe we won't, Thibs him. Maybe we'll only play him 20 minutes in the regular season. But when he's here, he's healthy, and you have to. When he's here, he's great. When he's healthy, he's great. So you can't argue that.
I'm not saying he's bad, but
He's a great.
Injuries are like a vital part of the
Yeah, I
game.
know. It's the worst. It's my least favorite part of the game because it just sucks. But Mitchell Robinson, he's a great player on defense. He's probably one of our best defenders now, especially in the paint. And then he's great on offense. He'll get you 2 blocks, 10 points, and 6 points and 10 boards. Like he's a great player. He led the league in field goal percentages twice in a row.
And like 50 shots.
Yeah, I know. It was great. 72% from the field. But he's a great player.
You know Jackson Hayes has like a top 20
I know.
true shooting percentage.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How much do you know?
Everything.
It's crazy. But we need Mitch. That's all I'm going to say. And
For you to win, yeah.
we definitely need Mitch. And then maybe if Mitch comes back and we get bounced around like this, because we're great against everyone else. It's just even the Rockets. We crush the Rockets every time we play them. It's just the Thunder, the Cavs, and the Celtics who are the top 3 teams in the NBA. Like, we can't beat teams. Well, technically, we did beat the Rockets, which was not that big of a statement win because I would call them sort of pretenders. But we can't, and we shut down. It's not like we lose by 5.
Have you won against the Nuggets?
Yeah, we beat the Nuggets.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I feel like that's one of the teams that's like a.
What's the stat?
that was a decent statement win.
I would say almost like a dark horse because like they're not doing as well. But
Yeah.
you still have Jokic on your team.
Yeah, definitely. Jokic is probably the best player in the league right now. But sorry, I had to get that stretch out. Excuse me, fellas. But but we need Mitch, and like I said, it's not like we get blown out. We get blown out by 20 every time we play a team that's significantly better than us. We need a desperate statement win. I'm not sure if we face I know we don't face the Thunder at all the rest of the season because we only play them twice. But I think we have like one more matchup with the Cavs. I'm not sure about that. But
just to exclude Mitchell, without him, like as your team right now, you already seen the best basically out of them because
Yeah.
they're playing 40 minutes. So it's not like you're like, all right, well, maybe just because we're playing all these extra guys, you already have such a short lineup. So it's like you can't really just bank on the fact that you could shorten your lineup and play your guys more.
that's true.
They
And
just charged me for Spotify Premium.
And Mikhail
Who
Bridges,
is they?
Mikhail Bridges loves scoring 2 points
They,
in clutch
the
games.
man.
Nah, he's
the man?
decent, bro.
He
Think it's
scores,
the man.
he scores
I will.
nothing in like really competitive games or like just versus really good teams, and then in the fourth quarter when they're down 25, he goes on like an 8-point.
I mean,
run, bro.
that's true. He is very inconsistent. That's the thing about Mikhail. He's an inconsistent shooter, but when he's on, he's on. Like we saw this against the Kings. He was on that night and he scored. He dropped like 35.
Yeah, that's this thing. Like I heard this from I don't know, like an announcer, but like the thing that separates like really good players to great players is efficiency. So
Yeah, he's not
that's
efficient
just- that's
and
the
he's
one
not
thing
consistent.
That separates him.
The best ability is availability, fellas.
Oh, wow. Thank you for those words of wisdom.
So yeah,
That's
we
a
play the
big word.
Cavs 2 more times.
Anyone else?
And we play the Nets and the Celtics again.
I
So
feel that could be competitive. I'm not gonna lie.
no, this could drop us. These are the type of games that'll drop us from the
Wait,
third
wait,
to the fifth
how,
seed.
How many games do you have left?
We have 2 in February,
Wait, who are we
15
playing?
in March.
Who are you playing this year? Not this year, this month.
We play Grizzlies and Sixers.
Okay.
But nah,
No, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies is a game
that we actually did crush the Grizzlies though.
No, I'm saying yeah, but like right now, after these 2 losses against the Cavs and the Thunder, that's a vital game for you.
Yeah, if we drop to the Grizzlies, then I'm gonna have to enjoy being a second round exit. But I think I'm done talking about the Knicks. But I think that I'm happy as a clam as a Knicks fan.
How
Obviously,
happy are
Clams
clams?
happy?
I don't know.
Bro, what are you
Never-
talking? That's a well-known phrase.
Never.
Never.
Not
A
heard
happy
of
as a
that.
clam.
Clam.
A happy
Never.
as a clam, bro.
Not
Never
once,
met a
not
happy
once
clam.
in my 14, soon to be 15 years. So
You
Never
guys-
met a happy
you guys
clam.
are fools.
I'm a fool.
But anyways, I'm happy. I'm very happy as a Knicks fan. Always watching these great games. It's always fun. Clyde Frazier and Mike Breen.
He's such a good announcer.
I know I think we have the best broadcasting booth. I mean, Yes. I
Yes
don't
is
like
really
Yes.
good,
I
bro.
don't like Yes. I feel like New York City.
Iron Eagle's the best announcer ever.
Mike Breen is, bro,
Oh, okay, but I'm saying
and we
like,
have him every day at MSG.
Iron Eagle's at a close second. He's very good. Why are you hating, bro? Just admit it.
he just
Why you
likes to
hating?
hate,
Mike
bro.
Breen's better though.
I said a close second.
Nah, maybe like a close fourth.
Who's better?
Nah, probably.
You're a hater.
From the
The-
game,
the-
from the games,
the
I
Hornets?
don't like Richard Jefferson as your color.
He announced like 2 games a year.
I mean, yeah, I was like, wow, this is so stupid.
I mean, like he's funny. That's really it, though. But like Iron Eagles' son Noah's pretty good. Ryan
Yeah.
Rucco's really good. He announces like NFL games too, like really big NBA games. So
That's true.
it's a really good broadcasting team.
But yeah, you're probably right. I was just hating. But I think
Yeah, we know.
I'm happy as a Knicks fan, watching all these great games, and we have good games too. We just don't have mega statement wins that like we beat the Thunder, we romped the Celtics, we romped the Cavs. Like, all right, it's time to take the Knicks seriously. Like no one takes it seriously, unfortunately. Nick,
Well, this is when you start getting serious.
yeah.
though.
Now we
Like if I'm a Knicks fan right now, I'm probably so happy because I've been better than I've ever been in the last 10 years.
yeah, definitely.
So you can't have like all these expectations. You're like a championship winner after you're not playing good for 10
Yeah.
years. So it's just like you gotta slowly build yourself up back. To
Yeah,
that
and hopefully by next year we'll start beating these contenders. We'll start beating the number one seed.
I mean, yeah, it's the next like 3 years.
It's a process.
that you have.
But I'd be happy with one championship. Me personally.
Better, bro. If your team gets a championship, you should be like,
yeah.
No, like I'm saying, if we only win one championship out of this really good team we have, I wouldn't be that pissed. But Nick, what do you have to say about the Raptors?
I mean, there's not really much to look forward to, if I'm being honest.
that's a lie.
That's such a
What?
lie.
That's
You have probably the
Okay.
best future in the NBA.
Really?
One of the best. Yeah, definitely.
Thunder.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Thun-
yeah,
oh,
that's
that's
really-
right. Well, I feel like they're already established. They have 21st round picks. But you guys are in. You have an you
But, like,
have a fun team ahead of you.
You have Scotty
Barnes,
Brandon
he's-
Ingram,
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett, yeah.
quickly, RJ. Four
Grady-
really good
Grady.
players who are still only like 27 and under.
But we really don't have a defense. That's really the thing.
Yeah,
Our
yeah,
defense
no
really
defense.
isn't that
Yeah.
good.
But that's
Our
what,
offense, we have
You have a
good
very
offense.
fun offense.
Yeah,
You should
I
just
love
draft a
watching
center.
our offense, but really when we're losing these games where we just get outscored. We put up like 120, like 115, and look, it was the Heat. We play the Heat. We lose to the Heat. I'm pretty sure it was. What was the score? I'm pretty sure it was like 125 to like 100 something. The Raptors put up.
120 to 11. You lost in OT.
Yeah, we lost in overtime.
Yeah, I think that was a Harrow top night.
Yeah.
28.
28.
I thought he had like.
No,
That was a different game.
That's just our main concern,
game
though.
before and the 40 game after.
Oh, okay.
You're not wrong about that. We've got a decent team, but it's really we have a really fun offense to like watch, but like our defense, it's really like we're just getting outscored in these games. We're putting up more than 100 points.
You have no
we're just
like
losing by
huge threat in the
Yeah.
paint.
We don't have big men.
Jakob Poeltl was pretty good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's silent. He's not.
Yeah,
He averaged like a double.
never aggressive.
He's pretty aggressive.
Are you aggressive?
Yeah, I'm pretty aggressive.
No.
All right, so Nick, anything else about your Raptors? Like, where do you like?
Where do I see?
Who
them?
do you hope you get this draft? Because you guys are gonna get a high pick. Definitely top 5 pick. for the
Loki, I
Raptors.
haven't paid attention to this draft. I really do. I have to.
I would know. VJ Edgecombe would be a great fit.
Oh yeah, he'd actually fit.
Super athletic defender, can also score a little bit. He'd be a perfect fit.
He's
next
what you
to
need.
Quickly.
IQ.
That's really what we need. We need defense.
But that it. For you?
Yeah, that's really it.
So I think that's our NBA segment. What our NBA segment?
How
is great.
fun.
I just want to say
We have
one more
fun
thing.
around
I
here.
feel like the Warriors can do something this year.
Definitely gonna be a little sweater in the West. Like definitely a little like threat in the West.
What is that?
Something similar to like the Heat in the
In the
when they're
East
the
every year,
playoffs.
yeah.
Or playing, I should say. Not like to the finals, of course. But I feel
No,
like they
but, like, they're gonna be,
they
like-
could make the second round.
Yeah, they're gonna be a second round team. Like they're probably gonna be the team that beats makes a
let's
sneaky
say-
Western Conference final.
If they make the 7th seed, then who would they play? If they play Memphis, I feel like they have a good chance.
They
of,
definitely-
making that
they would-
competitive.
Yeah.
It's the size. That's the only problem with them, really.
Yeah.
Because once they get Curry going and Jimmy, then they're often set. But when they play Memphis, it's just the size because you have
Yeah.
Jaren, Edie. Who's guarding Edie?
Yeah, no one. Zach Edey would actually go on a heater that night. But I digress. Is that all we have to say for NBA camp?
Yeah, that's it.
Nick, everything for NBA. Pat, you ready? So Patrick's
good in the
segment
neighborhood.
was who's going to perform, or like who would perform for San Francisco next year at Super Bowl 60. Pat, take it away.
Okay. So there's a bunch of names that you can throw out there.
Are you gonna like give us a list and like?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
getting
trying to
to
think
that.
of people from like.
Yeah, I'd rather have
because
someone from that
they,
city.
They have said now that they're regretting Kendrick Lamar.
Should've put Lil
from
Wayne.
from the fan like
I
discourse.
feel like it's good getting like homegrown people from that area.
That's people's complaints. It's the people who hate Kendrick Lamar because of his stuff with Drake, and then the people who just think Lil Wayne should have been there because he's from. New
I
Orleans.
feel like
Yeah.
just make it strictly music.
Yeah,
I thought the Drake stuff like wasn't as bad as like the rest of the show because like like you had that beef with Drake.
Say
You're gonna throw some shots out there, but I think
that was funny.
You,
That made me laugh.
what?
What are you talking about? Like when he?
was dissing
When he
Drake.
called-
Yeah, when
yeah.
he like threw some shots
I
out there,
enjoyed
but
that,
like the NFL is like saying they're realizing like everyone else is like that wasn't a show. He was just trying to put a message out there.
Yeah. So I would like to thank Gabby Robles from FanDuel Research, FanDuel Sportsbook, bet responsibly.
What are you doing, bro?
This
What are you doing?
Tell us the
on
list. Tell us the
podcast?
list.
article. So there's some names that are thrown out there. Not all of them are from
Please
San
gamble
Francisco.
responsibly.
Yeah. You
Never seen it?
We can't.
get betting. You can't just.
Just give us the list, bro.
Just
Give
us
us the
You
list.
can't just,
Give us the
bet your
list.
house on.
Give us the list.
So not all of them are from San Francisco. I mean, you got Oasis on here, which I mean it's been a big year for them, but I don't know.
Oh, that'd actually be pretty good.
I don't
'Cause
know.
they-
I haven't really heard much from them.
I've heard it's looking like the favorite for some reason is Miley
I-
Cyrus to perform.
She is from
I-
San Francisco.
Not that bad.
Yeah,
I would watch it, but I wouldn't like.
no, I mean I'd watch it because like what else am I
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
But there's better names
better
that could be
ones,
out
yeah.
there. There's some people who have had a big 2024 that would be like
Good fit.
They kind of deserve to.
Who?
Yeah, like I mean, say what you will about the actual music, but Chappell Roan has had a huge 2024. Like
Yeah.
she went from
Yeah.
like a lesser known name to like she's like a household.
She's a
name
household
now.
name now.
Yeah.
And then of Sabrina Carpenter,
Yeah, I could
that's,
really
like,
see her doing the
everything
Super
about
Bowl.
Chappell Roan like
Yeah,
times
Chaperone. Like
5.
I can't really see her like on a stage performing at the Super Bowl. I could see Sabrina Carpenter performing
Definitely,
at the
I just
Super
don't
Bowl.
think she'd be a good fit for it. Cause like the
Why?
football,
Sabrina Carpenter. Well, first of
the
all,
football crowd does not want to see.
no, because you're slightly because
newer artists.
fans are coming from Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. You got to realize that with the Chiefs. We're going back to the Chiefs.
That's a good.
Also,
A lot-
like your actual like the people who.
But your
just love
diehards
football
aren't gonna
are
like
probably
it.
Not going to be at the game. Like,
Yeah.
It's all the rich people. Like,
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
another point. The Super Bowl, it's not like the World Cup final where all these people are like. The Super Bowl is a party for like a lot of famous people, basically.
It is
Very.
Yes.
'Cause,
I
like,
think it was like $14,000 for a ticket.
There's
Tickets
no
are- no.
there's no like the true diehards are watching at home.
If
I
you
hate to
ask
say it.
anyone, I remember I saw a video like the least amount was like $5K for a ticket, and they're in like the nosebleeds.
That's who I'm talking about catering to. The football fans. That I mean, I know
That are
they-
watching at home,
I
I
know
know.
they aren't like the main focus.
They'll watch it
sometimes,
anyways if you're
but-
being honest.
But that is a good segue. Another one is where did this go?
I mean, they
saw
had
something.
They had J Lo and Shakira
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say they always cater to the football.
Well,
fans, I
Shakira,
just said
that was like a household name at that time.
Yeah,
she
I
is,
mean,
but-
Adults were
they're all
listening to
famous, but they're
Shakira.
not like if you really asked all the NFL fans, their favorites would literally be like I don't know.
I did think I saw something about Taylor Swift being.
Nah,
I don't think it should happen.
It would.
I don't think
she would have
she's
done
out
it
of her
by.
prime.
She would definitely would have done it by now.
That's what you think, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know, but and then like there's some other names who are from San Francisco, like Green Day.
Oh wait, that'd actually be good.
Green Day would be.
You're
good.
just saying that because you love Green Day.
No,
bro.
No, like that actually, they're
they-
actually
they
very
are a big
popular.
band.
I mean,
I'm
Yeah, but
not-
not nowadays. Like,
yes. What do you, their
No.
album literally went #1, Nick.
No.
What are you talking about, bro?
they made a new album.
Like last year,
I
their
don't-
album
I
went
listen- I
#1.
don't
It
listen
wasn't
to
that
Green Day.
great, but you know,
They're not like.
they're not the biggest band with people now. But
Yeah,
they are,
that's what I
like,
mean.
If you play,
They also have
if-
timeless
if
hits,
I,
Nick.
If I were to play you some of their biggest songs,
You definitely know
chance
them.
you would. There's not to say that you'd like them, but there's a good
Do
chance
one.
that you'd know them. Name one.
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
Basket Case.
I'm talking about playing. Like if I played
The
you a
song. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. You know that song. Don't lie to me,
I-
Nick.
I
like
don't
you know,
know.
Don't lie.
Brain Stew went.
That went
very-
viral like last
that went
year.
viral.
Darn it. On my own. Here we go.
Oh, that.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
American. Like there's.
I don't want to be an American idiot. And then
Right. You don't have to start
Longview.
singing, but,
Like
yeah.
just because a band isn't popular nowadays.
They have to
doesn't
play
mean
their hits for people to leave.
Yeah,
That's what
obviously.
nowadays.
No one
everyone does
plays
at
their
the
deep
Super Bowl
cuts at
halftime
the
show.
Super Bowl.
I mean, I kind of wish
You do,
some
bro.
people would, but. And
That'd
then,
be pretty
Oh.
cool for the fans.
like I'm seeing like Taylor Swift. Since I'm on FanDuel here, the odds are plus 1,600.
For
What
Taylor
about
Swift.
ACDC?
No,
No.
they're like
Not
80.
nowadays.
Why?
What? They're like
No.
I
They're
always
just not
used to
good.
listen to ACDC, and I was like 10 years
Have
old.
Teddy
I don't know
Swims?
why.
Yeah, that's my favorite
He
artist.
is not.
Teddy Swims?
Teddy
Why?
Swims is not going to the Super Bowl.
What are you playing?
You know this song. You know this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that song.
See, you know
Like,
a bunch
they're-
of Green Day songs.
They're not that. They didn't.
See,
Unpopular.
I don't see Jelly Roll here. He actually.
He would not.
I mean,
he's
he
not-
good.
He's got a very. I like
Not
Jelly
that he's
Roll's
good.
singing.
very distinct sound.
I like him
Yeah.
as a person. I don't like his music though.
Jelly Roll. He used to be like. I don't know. Wait, I don't know if
Music's
I can say
okay.
that, but
I mean, I'm just saying like he had a big 2024.
Yeah, he
There's
definitely
one
did.
I'm saving for last. I'm just trying to find any others that.
Just say the one you're saying for last.
No, I'm gonna look.
oh, he's gonna love.
Drake,
Get your face away from me.
Drake has plus 2,300.
Dude,
odds.
stop with the odds, bro.
What is your problem?
Well, I mean,
today?
there's a table here of people they're listing. Like, I mean, maybe I don't have to say the odds, but like, they're people who they think could be.
Yeah, say the
performing.
people.
Okay.
Drake wouldn't be.
No, he'd be good. Drake's
yeah,
the biggest artist
he'd
in the
be
world.
good. You say Drake is the biggest artist in the world?
What? He's not. Is he not?
He's
is he?
one of them.
He's
I'd say he's one of them right now.
he's not number one. I mean, number
I
one
don't
would
know
be Taylor
who,
Swift.
Yeah.
Who even is the biggest?
Probably
artist in the
Taylor
world, right?
Swift.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
probably right. I mean, they have Post Malone, Billie Eilish, Taylor
Billie
Swift,
Eilish wouldn't be so bad. Post Malone,
Doshi, which I don't see.
Nah,
happening.
she
had
didn't
a
even
big
drop an
20
album. She didn't even drop
She
an
had a-
album yet.
She's having a big 2025 right now. She
yeah,
didn't
she's
really
not
do
having
much
a big
last year.
2024.
That would definitely. No one would. People would hate if they hated Kendrick. They would hate Doechii.
No,
I didn't
100%.
hear
Yeah,
about it
She has
till
one
the
song
Grammys.
everyone knows. That's
Yeah.
really.
Denial, I think it is.
Adele, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's huge.
Bad
She's
Bunny would
probably
be
also
great.
another
He's
one.
probably one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah, because not in America, but
Everywhere
internationally,
else he's
especially in like
huge.
South America,
Yeah.
he's huge there.
But isn't Bad Bunny? Doesn't he sing in Spanish?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, but I
well,
mean, you
Shakira and J Lo did too.
Yeah,
and
a
people
little
loved
bit.
it.
Well, that's like Bad Bunny's
Bad
primarily.
Bunny.
Only
well,
speak. He only speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
No,
so he wouldn't
I
perform
think
it
he
to
does a
Zero.
little bit of both.
He probably. He does. He's probably
He's mainly Spanish, though. I
I
know
see
that.
Travis Scott here.
That'd be good.
That'd be
Olivia-
good, but I don't know.
Olivia Rodrigo. That's
Travis
one-
Scott would actually
that's
put
one
on
I
a
can kind
show.
of see happening.
Olivia Rodrigo,
Travis Scott.
They would
Both,
put on a
both,
show.
But Olivia Rodrigo. And then the Killers. I don't know why that would happen.
Oh, because they made Mr. Brightside.
Who's that?
They made
you
Mr.
know the song
Brightside.
Mr. Brightside?
Yeah,
That-
that's like a one-hit
That's
wonder
their-
band. I
yeah,
feel like.
they're not a one-hit
They're not
wonder.
a one-hit wonder. That was their biggest.
But everyone
song.
knows who they are.
Well, no, I'm
'Cause
not
of-
even gonna say. Just they know the band that made it. They don't know like who.
Yeah, that's their claim to fame.
They had one good album and then they fell off.
Yeah.
So then Harry Styles, which like keep him away. From
Yeah, I
this
don't-
He makes
whole
music?
police.
What do you mean he makes music?
I thought
what
that was
what
like an
else does he
actor.
do?
Harry Styles. Who are you thinking of?
What does he sing?
The song.
Why is he so mad?
He was like one of the One Direction people.
Watermelon Sugar.
Oh. Hi.
Little inside joke. Only the four of us get it.
Bro, I was talking to Jake about it like 2 months ago.
Was that 7th grade or was that 8th?
Good time.
That
That
was-
was
yeah,
seventh
that was,
grade, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was there for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then Gracie Abrams. I don't know why.
She had a
that
big
happened.
2025.
Big one.
She
Yeah.
had one big song.
Yeah, big 2025.
Well, compared to the other people here on this list that have had a big 2024, 2025.
Do they have Beyonce on there? I feel like they would.
No, I don't
She
see her
just-
here. Didn't she already play the Super Bowl?
You're
Yes,
right. I'm
she
pretty
did.
sure
Yeah. Why is Oliver? Get out of here, Oliver.
What?
Oliver's texting us right now. Stick with the list.
Yeah.
Stick with the list.
And then the Foo Fighters. That's not the one I have, but I don't think that's going to happen, especially with some allegations. Well, not allegations. It's
But
things
the
that have
truth.
happened.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Dave
things that
Grohl.
have happened recently. I mean, not that he's a bad. This was just a huge mistake he's made. He's still like a decent person, but you know.
All right.
And then
What's your
the-
main one?
The one I'm saving for last, and I'm gonna be honest, the one that I kind of want to happen, just because it's been something that a select group of people have wanted for so many years. A band from San Francisco, Metallica. They are one of. Maybe not one of the biggest bands now, but they are one of the biggest bands
at a time.
Yeah, like people
I would
know
watch
their
it.
songs.
No, but
it would be a show.
That's like the
that would
one
definitely
band,
be a
like,
show.
yeah.
They
but-
just recently had like a huge stadium tour.
tour, yeah. But what
Yeah.
I have to say about that, Pat, is
They're a little washed.
they're incredibly washed. They're all in their 60s.
They're washed, yeah, but they're not like that. I mean,
They're not terrible. They
still put on
just sold
good
out
live
a stadium
shows.
show. But what I'm saying is like, really, they could play two songs that everyone like people. Oh, it's Metallica. They could play realistically
They
two
have a
songs.
couple- they have a couple
Enter
songs.
Sandman and for whom the bell tolls,
Does
and
it
then
say
what
J.
else?
Cole anywhere?
Well, I mean, there's probably other lists
I
out
wouldn't
there.
mind
J.
J.
Cole.
Cole.
I could see J. Cole playing it. But I'm looking at one list with like 20 people maybe.
They should
so-
get King Von to play the Super
Nah.
Bowl.
No, what about Young Boy?
NBA Youngboy.
Von is dead.
Didn't he like not drop or so? Wait,
He's
no, that's
dead.
Playboy Card.
Or
King
who-
Von's
Yeah,
dead.
no,
Yeah.
Young Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Youngboy. I don't know.
Young
Youngboy's
Boy, I
not.
don't know.
Bro.
Young Boy does.
Card.
What y'all know about Rio the Young OG?
I don't know
Who's
who that
that?
is.
But
No, he has like one hit on TikTok.
No one knows who.
I mean, Metallica has
It's
a
a tough
couple.
song.
they could play like,
Yeah,
but
the people
realistically,
know Master of Puppets. That was
oh,
huge
that
a couple years
3
ago.
songs. They could play 3 songs.
They could play like 5 songs.
Name all 5.
Okay, name all
Enter,
5.
Enter
I'll-
Sandman, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and Master of Puppets.
Puppets.
2
and
more.
then I'm gonna say, I just had it in my head. What?
Oh,
For
P.O.
Who-
got it.
Did you say For Whom the Bell Tolls?
Yeah, so
Oh.
you got 3. So
Wait. Okay.
that like everyone would know.
Everyone would know.
Yeah, it's probably just
Um,
that 3.
You know what? No, I swear to God, there's
Is
something.
it? Are you thinking of Fade to Black?
No, that actually is a very good song, but
One. They could play 1.
Okay, yeah, 1. Sad But True was a big song. Maybe not as many people would know it, but that is one of their like.
That's definitely that was a hit. And like, I'm talking about like hits that
And
would
then
like
n-
resonate today.
resonate today.
Like,
It's just
people would hear today.
Like people now aren't as like big into music like that.
I feel
so
what
that's-
what
Yeah,
would
they
happen
have
is
4 songs
they
people
wouldn't do
would know.
Metallica alone. It would definitely be like a Metallica, and then
I mean, who else is playing?
They're
not
it wouldn't be it'd be a joint rock band playing with them, metal band, whatever you want to say it.
Yeah.
But metal also isn't that big today. Like it's not like what they did. Like no one really likes gangster rap, like '90s gangster rap today. But they brought all the biggest people from '90s, like 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg,
But
Eminem.
there's differences because the
Rap music held out.
The thrash metal, that's what the genre
Thrash-
is.
yeah, I know
The
thrash
scene. There's a big 4, but like no one else knows these bands.
No one knows who
No-
Pantera is or
no,
whoever
well,
else.
They're
is.
not a part of that, but like the
They're not gonna perform. I don't see like
I
any
don't-
of
I
those
don't see
bands
them doing,
ever
like-
performing at the Super Bowl.
no.
Like
Because I feel
Mega-
like the
Megadeth.
NFL, they're gonna cater to like the younger
Everyone
generation.
else.
Yeah,
As much as you guys would say, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Green Day perform at the Super Bowl, but as
No,
much
but
as
Green
you guys
Day's
would-
popular with the teens. Like,
yeah, but
I don't think
they
you realize
still
how big they are.
Yeah, but they still like.
I think you're
they still
undermining
wouldn't,
They're bigger
like-
than people think, but they're
Yeah.
not as
Yeah,
big
but
as
they're
some
not
of the-
as
They're not
big.
like Taylor Swift, but
They
they're
want to
like
go
people,
for like the big names. Like I
everyone
could
knows
definitely
who
see
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
I mean,
Sabrina
Green Day.
Carpenter playing at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I could definitely see them doing that. Green Day playing at the Super Bowl. I feel like it wouldn't go over as well.
It wouldn't go over as well. But
You know
I
what they
feel
do?
like it would
They
go
do
over
like
decently.
they do a Green Day and like another pop punk band from that era.
I don't think every
But no
time
one else
they're
is
gonna
that
have
big,
to
like,
do
That's
Green
why
Day is
they
the
went
only
with
big
Kendrick
one.
Lamar in the first place.
'Cause he can do
the,
it.
the whole rap beef, and then they go Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl
Yeah, probably
halftime
just 'cause
show,
he
and
had a
everyone's like,
huge
"Oh,
year.
yeah, because he had a huge year." That's why.
Okay, so then maybe like we
Yeah.
will see a Sabrina Carpenter.
If like one of these new artists like come up and have like a huge year, like Doechii, if
When-
she has
when
a
did they-
humongous year, I could see her performing.
When
at
did
the
they
halftime
announce
show.
Kendrick Lamar last year? That was like during the summer.
Yeah, it was
Over
during
the summer.
Okay, so I mean, there's still some time.
They
to see
they
who else
announced
could
it in
play.
August.
Okay, and then Kendrick, like his
Discography.
his year really started in like
Yeah.
May. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we
Plenty
still
of
have
time.
some
Plenty of
to-
time. Plenty of time.
But I feel like right now,
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like
more like it was more like the beginning of April.
okay, yeah. So if you want to make a prediction, you could probably say like maybe Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm gonna predict Sabrina.
Yeah,
or maybe
same.
like it's still not too late for Taylor Swift to play, even though like there would be a lot of people hating that. There would be
Yeah,
a lot of people.
they wouldn't do that because it wouldn't go over well.
Okay, yeah. So I think Sabrina Carpenter's like,
performs at the halftime show, and then
I can just imagine- I can-
comes and he proposes,
Small girl.
Small
Yeah.
girl.
larger boy. The millennials going crazy for that one.
Nah,
I could just imagine the Instagram reels comment sections on that.
All right, Pat. We get it, bro. We see you.
Yes, it'll be large.
No, she finally gets to be small girl.
She won't be the monster on the
But
hill anymore.
but I think we've all had our. I think we're all good. You know, we're all good with those. Cameron, who do you think would perform next year, though?
This whole time you guys been talking, I'm trying to think, and I have no idea, honestly.
No answer?
I'm trying to think of like the definitive answer, and I don't have one.
Yeah.
I think a definitive answer is probably Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
she's,
Yeah, I just don't like her that much.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't. I mean,
think she's pretty
I'm not
good.
the biggest fan of her either. But you know,
I think she's decent.
But gentlemen, I think we've had a welcome back. We were 5 out. We missed you. I'm sure you all missed
I
us.
missed 5 out.
We did. I missed 5 out. Yeah, I was getting withdrawals. I didn't record a 5 out episode
All right.
last week.
Withdrawal.
But I think, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning into 5 Out Podcast. Of course, I'm Giuseppe. I'm with Nick. I'm with Cameron. We got our producer, Pat. Farewell. We will all see you soon.